Welcome back, everyone. Former President Jimmy Carter turned 99 earlier this month. With the help of two of country music's biggest stars, the 37th Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project got underway. The goal, to build 27 houses.
I do love a power tool, so I do love if I get to use a nail gun, or I carry a little small drill with me. So I like if there's a hole that needs to be drilled. But I'll do any job. You give me a job and I'll do it.
You have to pick between two people that you want on your crew, between Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood. I'm telling you right now, pick Trisha Yearwood, because she does all the work and she dresses amazingly to do the work yet.
Country music stars Trisha Yearwood and Garth Brooks recently joined 1,000 volunteers in the Queen City to kick off a really big build.
You know, people kind of might care for a second that you're Garth Brooks or Trisha Yearwood, but they really just want to know, what can you do? Can you pick up a board? Can you use a hammer? We get to build. We get to actually get out and swing a hammer. The house behind us was a slab yesterday.
Having retired from public life, this was the first time the Carters weren't present at a build that bears their name.
We feel like even though they're not here, they're here because they are watching and they are making sure everybody's working hard. So we just want to be a part of that, and we've been honored to get to do it. And we love the build. We love to get to know the homeowner that's going to be living in the house. It's just all love.
At the same time, he's very competitive in his building. We would have the first speech every first day of every build, and he'd say, it's not a competition as long as our house gets done first, right? That was his thing. Well, realize that pays forward. As much as I love President Jimmy Carter, I want this build to go better than any Carter build we've ever done before. That's the competition of it. So yes, they are dearly missed, even though they are right here. But at the same time, you want them to go, wow, all right. You want them to be impressed. So that's why everybody's working so hard. I think my favorite thing is just the camaraderie. You know, you get to meet people, new people, see people again for the year. But my favorite thing is being right next to the homeowners. You know, they say the seeds of happiness is gratefulness, and you're here and you see the gratefulness in them, which brings out the gratefulness in you, and you realize how spoiled you are. And I think any time to sit there and reflect and just have that good talk with you, with the love of your life, or with your higher power, and just say thank you for the opportunity that I'm given every day, I think that's nothing but a good thing right there.
This is a joyful day in Charlotte. You can hear a symphony of hammers behind us as hundreds and hundreds of volunteers are coming together to build homes and bring attention to the desperate need for safe, decent, affordable housing here in Charlotte, around the country, and around the world.
Since 1984, when they put Habitat for Humanity on the map with their first volunteer build, the Carters have helped build and improve more than 4,300 homes alongside some 104,000 volunteers.
Habitat for Humanity was started in 1976. Most people think President Carter started and runs Habitat. That is not true. But the world found out about Habitat in 1984 when President and Mrs. Carter and a busload of volunteers came up from Georgia to New York City and rehabbed the tenement building on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. And that was really when the world found out about Habitat. And that started 35 years of the Carters spending a week every year somewhere in the world building homes and bringing attention to the need for housing.
I think a lot of times people think a construction site is a bunch of guys. Our house leader is a female. There are a lot of women volunteers. I didn't know how to use a drill before I was on this work site. Just get out there. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. It gives you a skill that you can use. And if you don't know how to do it, you'll learn how to do it. So my advice to any female who's thinking, maybe this is not my thing, I promise you it is.
In 2018, the city of Charlotte donated a vacant 9-acre plot to Habitat for Humanity. The goal is that this build will turn Plato Price into a thriving neighborhood. We'll be right back.